Welcome back to the studio, ladies and gentlemen. I started using FL Studio again after 17 years and I documented the journey. So if you want to hear the first beat I made, it will be on this channel and it should be below. I also made another beat using the Krizbeatz Music Academy sound pack, and I started going deep and deep into FL Studio sampler, which is the most, in my opinion, the most interesting sampler ever made. So, in case you don't know, I'm a certified Ableton user. I teach Ableton as well. And I saw something here that really struck me. You know, I've been trying to learn the sampler and how it works. So I'm going to be showing you the things that I just found out about this. You might know it, some you might not know, some you might have and can help you create some things. I've made a number of hits in the Afrobeat world with Ableton, you know, a lot of hits. But the recent hit I made on the Afrobeat scene is the Philo, Omale, and Bella Shmurda. And I made the drums on FL Studio. So since then, I've been, you know, trying to see, okay, what's about this FL Studio? So yes, the number one thing that would literally save me a ton is coming to this side and clicking auto hide for your browser. So the number one feature is, I don't like the fact that whenever I'm doing something, it's constantly clogged up. Let me close some things. You know, it's constantly clogged up. You have everything in your face. But having this feature come to auto hide, and if I'm doing something, it's not there. I can even move it and move it here. I can be doing something here, and I don't have to worry. Anytime I need to go pick up any sound, I just come here and, you know, hover my mouse over the stuff. It comes out again. You can hear the Krizbeatz Music Academy pack, you know, and whenever I'm not using it, I just leave it. I don't have to bother doing anything from there. So that is feature one. Feature two is really interesting to me because it's something I would need to do with a plugin coming from FL Studio. So let me get a kick. Okay, so let's say this kick. Let's say I want to use this kick. Obviously, I didn't use this kick for this. Okay, you've not heard the instrumental, so it does not matter. You know, most of the things we do here, which is me. I don't know if you guys, I do almost everything I do here. So if I want the kick to be tight, I move it here, it's tight. You know, if I want to normalize it, I can do that. And if I want to increase or reduce the strength, if I want to change the starting point, I can do that. But one thing I don't do is to come to this side, is to come to pre-computed effect. So if you click this, you have magic going on. So now you have the ability to extra boost your kick. So this boost now is a pre-gain boost. So if I boost it, I can, guess what, clip it, which means is almost as though you're adding a soft or hard clipper. We can't tell in this case. It's almost as though you're adding a soft or hard clipper. Hear how it sounds. Listen. Listen. Let me clip now. You know it's clipped, so you know it's not passing zero. If I remove the clip, you see, you can't see the top. But if I put it, it's already clipped. So if I go like this, see, you can boost. So if you're making all those aggressive kind of Afrobeats, you can definitely use this clip. And you know, it does not just end there. There's something called pogo. So this pogo effect shrinks the beginning. It can either shrink the right or shrink the left, which means make the wave a little chalkier. See what I mean? Look at this when I move this to the left. You see? So if you press, this is perfect if you are creating Afro house, all those type of kick that requires extra transient at the beginning. You see that extra bite. See how weighty the kick is. So this kick is from the Krizbeatz Music Academy pack, which will be below if you want to get this pack. By the way, I used it to create all the beats I have here. You know, so you have this, and then you can decide to do stuff like this, you know, to increase this part of the to shrink this part instead of shrinking the front. So I'll show you more. You see the, and then they have this, oh no, I don't want to do that. Pre-computed effects, and then they have this stereo. So let's try this pre-computed effect on another type of instrument. Let me look for, let's try hi-hat. Let's try this. You know. So let's try the pogo here. You see? You can even use this to create a tape stop-like effect on your stuff. You can use it with, let's try it with a clap. Or maybe a snare. Okay, because of the tail, no tail, so yeah. Boost clip. Yes, so you definitely want to use the pre-computed effect on this sampler to beautify your sound before even adding any mixing. So you can use it to get it to the level where you need it to be before opting for anything to mix the sound. So the next feature is the Stretch Pro and the ability to use the algorithm to trigger any type of thing that you want to do, which is when you come here, still on this time stretch mode is kind of like if you're coming from Ableton like myself, kind of like what we use on Ableton where we have the beats, the complex Pro, different types of time stretching algorithm. So if you come to Stretch Pro and do have this here, I can come here and you know, just so that in case someone wants to sing on this, they don't have to be competing, you know, with whatever we have going on. So if you listen in context with the beats, we have something that sounds like this. Yeah, so I really like that. Sorry, you know. His reflection in a face, a memory that won't seem to fade, the weight of attraction. Bro, I'm really loving FL right now. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. Okay, so that's one. Another beautiful thing that you can do from that Stretch Pro before I got carried away by the groove. But yes, it's proper. It's enough to have a groove. So another beautiful thing that I like is the ability for you to, and this was not possible for me coming from Ableton. I needed to go use, I mean, it's possible, but I needed to go use another instrument to do that, which is to right click and create automation clip for that particular jam. Okay, now why you create automation clip from beginning to the end? Who needs that? So this that I have right now, I can easily, you can create automation, so you can automate the way the vocal sounds from beginning, you can decide how it sounds from the stretch, out of stretch, into stretch. So yes, that's one is another tip. Another important thing that I just found out how to do here on FL Studio, I keep trying to say Ableton, is selecting all your stuff and using Command G to consolidate everything together, So let's say we have something like this and want to consolidate them, consolidate just the way we do on Ableton. We can do this, and then yes, you bounce in place. So if I want to process this separately, I can do it. All my serenade I did earlier will still be here. So stuff like this you would have used Little Otter Boy to get, but now you have it, and you have it in your FL Studio. For you people who are FL Studio gurus. Yeah, what's up? What's good? If you are still watching, this is to tell you that Krizbeatz Music Academy is currently ongoing, and you can click the link below to join, and you can get this pack and everything I used here. The link will be below, so don't sleep on the bicycle. Let's go. What I've done so far is I took this sound from the Krizbeatz Academy pack. Yeah. This sound from Ricardo Banks. So this is originally Ricardo Banks' vocals, and I brought it into the sampler it was before, and now it's like this. Yeah. I tried to trim it because I want to show another part of the FL sampler that we don't really talk about, or I don't see a lot of people talking about on the internet, apart from these pre-computed effects, is this envelope here. So let's try to see what we can create with this. Let's bring the attack down. The so You know, if you can use this and create your own kind of instrument, you know, you can use it to create any type of instrument that you want. That you know, I added this guy, added this one. And I'll probably you know, so that's what I used in this stuff. That is that's what's doing this. That's giving us this sound. Where's that sound again? No, not this one. There's one sound that is. That's and this one. No, where's the sound? Okay, there's a way to find it. Yes, this one. That's what I used for this one. Yeah. So I used that, but I used it on the Stretch Pro. This was in Stretch Pro. Can do. You know, so yes, that is the last but not the least things that I love about FL Studio. One of the tips and tricks that I just learned on FL Studio. So yes, if you like this, leave a comment in the comment section. We also have tutorials of other DAW. If you use anyone that is other than the ones that we've mentioned so far in this video, let us know in the comment section. Also, tell me in the comment section which ones you think I should be using that I probably don't know about. Leave it in the comment section. And I also have vocal templates for FL Studio coming your way real soon. Logic is almost ready, so you'll be able to have access to that as well. So with that out of the way, yes, we have a camp coming. I don't know when you're seeing this, but at the end of this month, we have a camp coming. So if you stay in Lagos, Nigeria, or anywhere around Nigeria, and you can come to Lagos, we have a camp coming where you'll be able to lodge in the camp, eat, wake up, make music. It's for 1 weekend. So try to let us know ahead if you'll be able to get to the VIP, where we'll have, you know, spend enough time outside the normal time that everyone will get in the studio together. So yes, if you would like to be a part of any of those things, DM the admin or message the admin from the Krizbeatz Music Academy site. There's a WhatsApp there, chat them, or email contact@krizbeatzmusicacademy.com. And you'll be able to be a part of it, and I will see you in the next one. Yes, what do you guys think about this beat? Do you think it's decent, or do you think, okay, yes, do you think my Ableton beat is still better than the FL, or do you think the FL2 is slapping? Listen, let me know what you think.